This is Mahilda Jackson Brown. Meet Marie Walker.
Well, nice to meet you there. Aren't you a lovely dress form? Oh, well, come in. We'll get you a place inside. Okay. So, I've never had a dress form before. I've been sewing for years without a dress form, and I've always wanted one. And my dreams came true today. And a friend of a friend was getting rid of her dress form, and my friend, who is also friends with her, thought of me and asked if I wanted it, and I said, absolutely, I would be honored to bring home her dress form and give it a new home. So this is Mahilda Jackson Brown. She came with a name, and I love it so much. I didn't know Mahilda was a name until yesterday, because first she typed Mahilda, and she's like, she said Mahilda, not Matilda. It's not spelled incorrectly. It is Mahilda. So then I was like, that is an awesome name. I have to go look it up. So it's German in origin, and it means battle, fighting in battle is the general premise of the meaning of the name. And I was like, that sounds like a good sewing dress form name, because sometimes sewing's a battle. You battle fabric and you make it do what you want it to do, and then you can conquer it into a dress. So this is Mahilda Jackson Brown. I don't know how she got I don't know how she received such a name, but I think it's really cool. So we have just adjusted her a little bit to where she's a little petite gal. And I'm not exactly a petite gal, but we adjusted her up to where she's about my measurements. So, chest has technically the same measurements. I'm going to have to add padding where padding needs to be added. The waist is pretty good. And then the hips are not really close. So I'm either going to have to add padding to the hips, or a lot of my dresses aren't fitted to the hips. They're very, very free-flowing from the hips. If you think about, a hoop skirt is not exactly clean to your hips. It goes on the waist, and then you have 10 yards of fabric that can cover everything below that. So I'm really not worried about the hips, because not a lot of what I do is form-fitting, except my next project. So that'll be fun. But so far, I'm super, super excited about her. I love just I can dress her up and play dress up with her and see my dresses hanging on her and visualize that. She is a vintage lady. I think she's from the 60s or 70s based on her paisley persona. I am not sure of that. Oh, and she's also wooden. She's so cute. She has a nice wooden top up here, and then she got wooden legs down here. So I love that. So she is such a nice little gal here. We know she's at least 40 years old from the lady who gave her to me. So she could possibly be older than that. I'm not sure. I'll have to check with her and find out, because I love the history of objects as well that I've been interested with. So I think this is super fun. I don't see any maker mark on her. There's nothing here. I'm looking up into her, and I don't see any writing, and I don't want to pry her open. I mean, we obviously pry her open a little bit to make sure she's my measurements, but I'm not going to take her apart to find a maker mark on her.
Okay, because that's usually unusual. Most manufacturers love having their name on there so people can find out what it is and sell more.
You would think. But maybe she's just really, really special, and she was handmade. Because I mean, this is all beautiful woodwork down here.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because I mean, there's some scratches here, but I don't think that is anything to do with a maker mark. Because this is all beautiful wood. And this is a different type of wood than this one down here. Or I mean, this one that might be staying different. Because if you look like right here,
I'm looking for like a dress label of some sort.
I don't see one. I mean, it looks like it's metal, and then it looks, obviously it was covered with the paisley. Or plastic.
Not having a model number. Well, and what do you call this thing now?
A dress form.
A dress form.
Yes.
Google a dress form. Look on images and see, because
Well, no, because we tried Googling 1960s or like wooden paisley dress form or
Didn't
like
come up
1960s, 1970s, and
'Cause I
nothing
would
like
say
this
this-
came up.
because
I think it's custom or
this fabric is
very particular.
very particular.
Yeah.
So I would do that. Look at images. See if you can find images got paisleys
We
on.
couldn't find any.
It.
I think we just ask Jane to ask Miss Nell. And when
She
she
would
does, she will know because she got it and had it for years.
Yes.
Here's paisleys. That's a clue.
I think it's 1960s, 1970s, just based on the aesthetic.
Could be. Like I say, paisleys were. We got a couple ties with paisleys on them.
What do you think of Mahilda, Gabby? Oh, you actually are interested. I didn't think when I actually asked you were going to, oh, no, we're done, okay. Thank you. I think we're going to dress her up now and see what she looks like in one of my dresses.